The next one, really, for me, when you move past that, and by the way, all of this should come together. It shouldn't be just focusing on one thing. We need to focus on every part of this. But the next part about that is, what are the standards that you're setting? What is it you find that is acceptable in your business? Obvious, right? Well, yeah, of course it is. But the amount of businesses that we talk to that avoid the confrontation, that's another video, but avoid confrontation and keep shit in their business, people that don't belong, people that are toxic, that will destroy those relationships and those bonds in your business. The amount of businesses that keep those people in and they let that slide, you are setting crap standards. Every time you keep crap people in your business, every time you keep people that are toxic, people that are letting the standards drop in terms of their performance and letting the team, drop down, you are setting the standards. Every time it's ebbing away and those standards start to drop. So you are setting standards, but you could be setting completely shit ones. And you need to increase those standards within your teams and within your people. They need to be right up there at the ceiling of what your expectations are. And I'm not saying that that means that, if people can't meet those expectations straight away, that obviously get rid of them, sack them off. At the end of the day, you've got to hire slow, fire fast. And what that means is when you identify that there are people that are creating a certain level of toxicity in your business, bad relationships, bad rapport, people that are sharing the wrong messages within your business, don't meet your values and your visions in your business, don't align to the ethos of what you're trying to drive and aspire to achieve, and are rocking up just for the minimum and do the minimum to keep their head down below kind of the parapet of being seen for what you're doing or not doing. So just kind of the easy riders, they just flow and cruise through the middle, the slipstream. If you accept these people in your business, other people will see that too. The people that surround that person will see what is happening there. If that person is getting away with a crap ton of sickness absence, perhaps they're really shit at their job and other people have to pick up the shortfall. Other people will see that and will see that that standard that you're willing to accept has lowered. And if it's okay for Tommy, it's okay for me. You accept what you're putting out there. And I think at the end of the day, you need to make sure you've got really high standards in your business. And therefore, you've got really high standards for the people in your business to achieve. And the people that can't achieve those standards are the people that you need to start thinking about whether they belong in your business. Because you need to set those standards. High standards drive performance. If I have high standards within my team and that I expect from the people that work for me, then ultimately when other people come into that, they'll see, shit, this is a high performing, functioning team. I need to pick up my socks. And you get that kind of almost a competitive kind of process going on that I've got to keep up. I've got to keep up because that's what the standards are. And when someone isn't keeping up and they're not meeting those standards, then perhaps that's where you say relationships aren't forever. I want a long-term relationship with people and I want people that are going to be able to form good relationships in the business and to be able to drive success. But if you've got a low level of standards personally for you as to what you think is acceptable in terms of output and performance and productivity, then in which case you're just going to impact on everybody else around you. If you accept one bad apple in the bunch, absolutely it will spoil the bunch. There's just no two ways about it. And I think anybody who's been managing people for any length of time, any period of time, will recognize it only takes the one. It only takes the one person to swallow up all your time, suck it up, and become extremely toxic in your business and for everybody else. Setting your standards, building these relationships, build your cultures of what you want in your business. If you don't set your culture in your business, if you don't set your standards and the value of the relationships in your business, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. Every other fucker's going to set it for you. In which case, you've basically lost control of a big slice, a big piece of your business because someone else, some toxic person potentially in your teams, is setting all of that for you. which means every time you bring somebody in, they're going to become native or they're going to leave. And you're just building more and more devalued relationships, devalued standards that's going to devalue performance and devalue your business. So you must focus on your standards. You must focus on the value of the relationship, get some understanding, and place that as a high urgency and high importance in your business. So start evaluating those different bits and pieces.